The US-led sanctions on Iran have shrunk the value of its currency, pushing prices through the roof. Iran's 2023 annual inflation hit 52.3%, making the country's housing crisis worse.
The inflation is not only because of sanctions and exchange rates, but also because of poor domestic monetary policies. To cope with inflation, house owners increased their rent and insurance deposits. If we were to evaluate our previous presidents based on their successes in housing policy, unfortunately, in the past decades, all of them have failed in terms of controlling the cost of renting and people's welfare when it comes to housing.
Some experts say the government's involvement in constructing housing projects drove the private sector away, thus further slowing down the progress of the country's housing programs. Late President Raisi vowed to deliver 1 million houses every year, but only 2,000 were handed over. As the presidential election approaches, the housing crisis topped the agenda of all 6 candidates in the race.
I think that the problem of housing is one of the major problems of Iranian juniors, and it would be better for the next president if he has a good plan to build more house or give logical loans to Iranian people to build house. I think that one of the biggest reasons that Iranian young people can't get married.
I own a house, but currently it's very difficult, especially for young people. It's almost impossible because housing expenses are very high and our income is not enough to buy a house.
The price of 1 square meter in Tehran jumped from about $1,000 in 2018 to more than $1,450 in 2024. One local research says that an average Iranian needs to save for 112 years so as to be able to buy a house in the country's capital. In 2005, that figure was just 22 years. By revamping the economy and alleviating the impact of Western sanctions, Iran's new president can strengthen the housing sector so that the common people would not have to bear the high costs for rentals or purchasing. Adel Mahroui, CGTN, Tehran.